Welcome to this episode of the EVM61 podcast. Today is Tuesday, March 10th, 2020. We had a lot of great Ethereum Classic news and updates last week. Most notably, the ETC core team has released their 2020 roadmap, and it's available in English, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Korean, thanks to the community for translating this document. Links will be provided in the description for all the topics discussed in this video, so if you want to dive deeper into anything that's discussed, check out the description. So some highlights for the roadmap are the announcement of the Core Geth client, which is a distribution of Go Ethereum with many flavors. ETC Core maintained multi-Geth for the past year, implementing OpenRPC fork preparedness and bringing the client to a point of no longer being a near direct copy of upstream branches. However, they're excited to continue innovating the Core Geth client and ensuring a sustainable client for the Ethereum Classic ecosystem. Core Geth version 1.11.0 is the first client ready for the Phoenix hard fork, expected to occur around June 2020, or block 10,500,839. So if you're not an operator, definitely pull down Core Geth and get ready for this hard fork. But anyways, before the Phoenix hard fork comes around, Ethereum Classic will have a block reward reduction in nearly a week from the date of this video. Etherplan published a recent article diving deep into the Ethereum Classic monetary policy. In short summary, the current Ethereum Classic monetary policy seeks the same goals as Bitcoin of being mechanical, algorithmic, and capped, thus sound and trust minimized. However, ETC's model is not as simple because the network structure includes Bitcoin's base ledger and cryptocurrency with a proof-of-work consensus mechanism, but adds smart contract capabilities on top. This means it includes an EVM, a programming language, a gas system, and faster blocks that are created every 15 seconds rather than 10 minutes. If you want to know more details about the ETC monetary policy, such as a 20% block reward reduction and the block reward reduction schedule, then definitely go on Etherplan and read this article and learn all about the monetary policy, such as reasoning and some of the math behind it. But essentially, Ethereum Classic is the Turing-complete Bitcoin with parallel monetary values, but additionally, Turing-complete functionality. All right, so the DAG of Ethereum Classic will be surpassing 4 gigabytes, which will retire mining hardware that's 4 gigabytes or less. There are active discussions regarding the DAG limit and possible caps. So if you're not a miner, please get involved in this discussion with the broader community. And in other news, ETC Labs announces collaboration with Chainlink. Ethereum Classic and Ethereum do not natively interact with off-chain services due to the underlying consensus mechanisms that maintain specific behavior in the network, particularly determinism. In this regard, blockchains can only access transactions in a deterministic manner and using on-chain data. While this leads to heightened levels of security, it comes with certain limitations, such as not being able to connect with other blockchains or non-blockchain infrastructure. Thus, developers are unable to connect their smart contracts applications with market data for DeFi, IoT data for insurance, traditional payment systems for settlement, and more. Oracle's solved this problem by creating a bridge between blockchains and the outside world. Oracle's enabled this off-chain connectivity for the smart contract by reformatting external connection points, or APIs, so that the two different software applications are compatible for data exchange. The oracles can then pull data into the smart contract and or execute actions on external systems based on predefined instructions. Grayscale Investments published an Ethereum Classic introductory document diving deep into the ecosystem, its value proposition and differences to Ethereum. Something I quote there is, Ethereum Classic Network was designed to expand upon the use cases afforded by Bitcoin and serve as a decentralized world computer and alternative digital store value. So definitely diving deep into that document. It's quite a few pages long, but it's a great introductory into Ethereum Classic. So, thank you for joining me in this episode of the EVM61 podcast. You notice this theme of, Ethereum Classic being the Turing-complete Bitcoin. Do you think that's true? You know, definitely you decide, but definitely, I know the Ethereum Classic ecosystem is, you know, there's a lot of Bitcoin fans there, but you know, when you have the Bitcoin blockchain, which is non-Turing complete, but you want more complex computations, that's why Ethereum was created in the first place. You know, more complex computations needed a new network of computers, a new programming language, and you know, here we have Ethereum Classic. Um, Anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope we all have a very wonderful, wonderful day and stay healthy out there.